Yeah, so welcome to the first IGCSE ICT class. So we already started the computer science one, and now here, as since most of the students, there's a certain set of students who does ICT as well. So I want to do a introduction about what we are following, and then I'll show you guys how to find the resources and what are the points which you need to follow when it comes to ICT. Okay, so first of all, yeah, so let's say let's jump into this one. Yeah, okay. So why did you guys start ICT? Is there any specific reason, or is that the one which you got the option to? Ethan. ICT and computer science. So why did you choose ICT over computer science? Any? It's in the syllabus in our school. That was in the syllabus. Ah, okay, okay. We did not select it. You did not select it. Okay. What about Lituli? Lituli? Hello? Then Dina, was it the same reason you had it in your syllabus?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So now, first of all, before we jump into this, so yes, this is going to be a introduction, but I'm just trying to understand the speed I need to go. Okay, so my question is, where are you guys right now at the school? Under which unit? Yeah, Ethan, how far you guys have gone in?
I'm in unit 2, sir.
Unit 2.
Yes.
Okay. What about Dina? You are in unit 2 as well?
Sir, unit 1, but our school sir said we were gonna do unit 1 and skip until unit 6.
So you are doing unit 1 and directly you are jumping to unit 6.
Yes, sir.
Ah, okay, okay, perfect, okay. That's, sorry. That's something special. I'm just wondering. So unit 1 and then you are directly jumping to unit 6, software skills. Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. Okay, okay. That's perfect. And yeah, we have one more. Lithuli, right? Lithuli, where are you at school right now? I mean, which unit or topic? I think you're on mute. Let me check. No. Okay. Sure. Okay. Anyway, super. So then, yeah, since you guys already have started this, let's jump a little bit faster through the digital devices because anyway, from my personal point of view, digital devices is actually quite something really straightforward, and you guys know that. So it's all about talking about the devices and some basic stuff. Okay, so now I have an idea. So let's jump through the list of items, and I will show you guys the basic stuff. Sorry, the foundation and what we are going through, so that you guys will get a clear idea. So Ethan already actually went through this when he was in the computer science class. So, but then again the topics changed. So I hope this would be interesting for you also. Okay, so so we talk about digital devices. So this is the first topic. So in the digital devices, what we do is we talk about few small points. So we talk about the types of digital devices, the features of digital devices, and software, as well as types of peripheral devices, input output, and types of peripheral devices when it comes to storage, as well as we talk about memory, processors, and obviously ICT systems, on how these are interconnected with each other. Okay, so now this is, so for you guys to be exactly honest with you, ICT compared to computer science, ICT is actually a bit easier. Okay, so computer science is mostly focused on development and building applications using Python and all this stuff, as well as we do lots and lots of pseudocode and algorithmic stuff. But here we focus on mostly about the theory. Okay, so but it's perfectly fine. What you learn is obviously important, but then again, this is a little bit when it comes to the final exams, this is a bit easier compared to what you get with computer science. Okay, so but since whatever said and done, you still have to study. But here in this case, if you remember these points, then obviously you can easily score. So we talk about like different types of devices. I will basically show you guys how these devices work and what are these type of devices and how they interact with each other. And we'll talk about high level view of software, as well as we talk about different types of basic devices like input output, keyboard, mouse, cameras, speakers, ඔක්කොම ටික තියෙනවා. So we talk about all those basic stuff. So that's why I said we can easily jump through this and we can move to the rest of the modules. Okay, then connectivity, shape. Connectivity is actually something a bit interesting. Sorry, let's say it is interesting compared to the first one. Okay, guys, one more thing. The whole reason behind this explanation is now IGSCE is actually created in a way that is like curated in a way, not created, curated in a way so that it can be done by anyone, even who does not have a background on IT. That's why. So for computer science, you need to have some sort of background on IT, but ICT is entirely focused on anybody who hasn't done IT before. So example is, if you haven't done IT during our younger years or younger grades, you can still directly jump into ICT and get it done. Okay, so connectivity. This is interesting, where we talk about digital communications. So we talk about factors influencing the choice of digital communications in a network. So that is really important, because what type of communication happens and how and why and when these things, these communication gets disrupted to something, and why this happens. Then we talk about requirements for connecting to a network, including the internet. So we talk about the hardware, wiring, and all this stuff. And then we talk about the benefits of having a local area network. And finally, we talk about the securing of data, basically connected through a network. Okay, so that's the primary point we go through. So I hope that part is clear. So now, since you said that your school is going to jump directly to the last part, I think because the last part is where you get some development and coding. So I think just to make things interesting, they might be jumping to the back. But let's see how it goes. So and then we can actually come to a sweet spot. Okay. So and then we have operating online, the third topic. Okay, so here we do talk about some factors when it comes to spending time online, potential risks for data and information base, and at the same time impact of internet on individuals, online working from home, impact of the internet on organizations, impact on the internet on society, as well as types of online communities. Okay, so you know what, this entire thing, so now if you, since you guys are doing ICT for IGCSE, you guys can actually, like, without even looking at a theory paper, you can go and do the ICT for A levels. Okay, since I teach A level ICT, this is technically a module which is entirely there in the A level syllabus as well. So this is really interesting, where we talk about like different types of communities and how internet evolved people. Okay, and what type of new communities which was invented. Okay, question: what is a community? Online community. Can you tell an example? Dinal, online community का කියන්න බෑ. What do you mean by an online community?
Like a group of people.
Yes, but can you tell an example? Online communities, ඔයගලන් දන්නව මොනවද online communities? Think about something. Okay, Ethan, any examples for an online community?
Apps like something.
Okay, yeah, okay. Not something කියන්න බෑ. You have to come up with a proper answer.
WhatsApp.
Sorry?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, not exactly WhatsApp, but you tell another chat tool.
Discord.
Discord, exactly. So Discord is an online community. Right? Okay, what else? තව මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? Online communities.
Reddit.
Reddit, exactly. Reddit is an online community. And what about gaming communities? What type of gaming communities are there?
Xbox.
Xbox is a console, not a community, but on top of Xbox we have a lot of huge games, right? Example is Call of Duty, and what do you call it? කද්දේගේ නම PUBG. Call of Duty, PUBG, and all these platforms, they are also like, they are games, but on top of each other they are online communities, right? Okay, we missed one more thing. Literally, can you give an example for an online community? You can hear us, right?
No, I can.
Okay. Yeah. So, can you tell an example to an online community? Anything. You can just tell us something which comes to your mind. Yes, Ethan.
Business communities.
Business communities, okay, yes, but what is the platform? We need to have a platform. Okay, what is the largest social network when it comes to professionals? Facebook වගේ අනිත් එක මොකක්ද professionals අතර තියෙන? We have LinkedIn. We use LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn is the professional social media platform. Right? We don't call it social media because it's kind of like a professional platform where people get together and contact or communicate with each other. Right? Okay, so now you guys have a basic, like a good idea about type of online communities. So we do have a lot of communities, and as well as we have like development communities, developers. Like example is Stack Overflow. There's a website called Stack Overflow where you have all the like where if you have a development question, you can basically post it, and people will reply likewise. Right? Okay, super. So that is about operating online. Then we talk about a good point which is known as online goods and services. Okay, so it's in a way it's talking about e-commerce portals, right? Where you spend, where you purchase something, where you browse, and you try to make a transaction. So let's see what this is. So when it comes to the online goods and services, we just talk about three main factors: types of services, the impacts of online services, and obviously what is online software. So, okay, this of course literally should know. Can you tell an example of an online platform, like a shopping platform? මොකක්ද තියෙන්නේ?
eBay,
Okay, eBay, and one more.
AliExpress,
AliExpress. Okay.
Yes.
Daras. Perfect. Yes. What is it? Kemu. You said Kemu. Ah, Timu. Ah, yes. I also recently saw that. That's a platform similar to Ali, right? Yeah, I saw some advertisements on Facebook. That was actually a little bit of a nuisance. I was getting advertisements about car tires and car air fresheners and so on and so on. I was just wondering. I never searched online for car air fresheners, so I have no clue. Okay, yeah. So we have so many different types of services, as well as the impact of online services. Now even this is technically this is a service. So Guru Niwasa is the service, let's say the service hub, and I am the one who is providing the service. So this is also type of an online goods and service which is getting delivered from one end to the other, right? Okay, so when you think of it, it's a bit of a weird situation. Okay, then applying information and communication technology. So why we learn this and how to apply this into real life, right? Okay, so this is where things get a little bit interesting. So we get to talk about different types of software applications. So what are software applications, why we need them, and we talk a little bit about data and information. We don't go in depth, but we talk about the topmost stuff. Plus we actually talk about databases and how these type of things work, plus using different type of softwares and applications, right? Okay, so yeah, so that's the overview of this. So I'll come back to this one, but then I'll just jump to 6.6, which is the software skills. So this is where we get some practical stuff done. Okay, so your second paper. So I'll explain you guys the papers in a while. So let's not jump the gun right now, but just in a nutshell, the last unit, the software skills unit, is basically evaluating these particular set of points. So we talk about word processing, we talk about database management, and spreadsheets, plus web authoring, presentations, graphics, and file management. Okay, so here we will be using couple of softwares to build these applications. So Dina, did you guys talked about the softwares you are going to use, or not yet? Okay, Ethan, what about you? You haven't touched this part yet, right? Ethan. Unit 6 එකට තාම ආවේ නැහැ. You guys haven't touched this part. Okay. I think literally also in the same boat, right? Y'all haven't got into this part.
Yes, sir.
You have started this?
Not yet.
Not yet. Ah, nice. Okay. That's what I would just want to know. Okay. So I think we can actually space it out because the method what I wanted to do was I wanted to add one of these topics into in between of the units which we do so that we can make it interesting. So word processing, I hope you all have done word processing multiple times. මං හිතන්නේ කරලා තියෙනවානේ. word Microsoft Word, right? So then we have database management, we have spreadsheets and all this web authoring, content management, and building presentations and so on and so forth. So I'm pretty sure you might have done this couple of times, but we'll just get it into a single thing and then we can try it out. Okay, so that's the part behind the software skills. About this part, so the application, so yeah, applying information and communication technology. Here we actually talk about a little bit on how these how data processing and the flows can be applied can be used to how technology is being used to improve these structures and processes. Okay, example, I already explained this in the CS class once, but let's think about this data and information factor. So when it comes to data and information, the information and communication technology, ICT, has evolved the method of data and information into a new level, right? So let me ask you a quick question. Now, Dinar, what is the difference between data and information? What is the difference between data and information? මොකද්ද data කියන්නේ මොකද්ද information කියන්නේ? Don't worry, you can just tell me whatever pops into your mind. Come on, ඕන එක. It doesn't have to be exact.
Information is like the knowledge.
Okay.
About something.
Yeah, okay. Up to a certain extent, okay. Then data. Come on. Hitan, මොකක් හරි. What? Just tell me the answer which just pops into your mind. Don't make it complicated. Just tell me the answer which pops into your mind. Hari, maybe okay. Do you have access to any sort of a social media through your mother's phone or father's phone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what? Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Okay, so now let's say you go on a trip. Okay, so let's say you and Literally go on a trip and you guys take a picture and upload into Instagram. Right? So when you upload a picture into Instagram, what is it? Is it data or is it information? නිකන් එද මල්දල්ල ඔයා කියන්නු data the information.
Data.
It is data, correct. Because when you just take a picture, then you take a selfie and you upload it, right? So once you upload the picture, at that point, that is just data, right? So how would you convert that data into information? Instagram එකේ කොහොමද කරන්නේ? කොහොමද Instagram එකේ ඔක් කරන්නේ?
Caption.
No, I didn't hear you. What? Kavala, just say, tell the answer, no problem. What did you say?
Like captions.
Captions. Yes, Hari, correct. Yeah, so you put a caption. So okay, so you go to, let's say you go to the beach and you take a picture and you put a caption feeling awesome at Koyari beach එක නවත්තලා. And then okay, let's say you are there with couple of your friends, right? Now again, if I see that picture, for me, again that is confusing, right? Because you have some friends but I don't know who they are. So for me, again that's technically data, right? So what you would do is you would tag them, right? You would put the at sign and you would tag the picture with that particular person. So we end up getting to know who that is. So now see how ICT evolved the way we communicate with data. Right? So we just had some data set, we processed it, and we changed it to information, and that information is saved. That's the point. Sorry, that's the point we will be discussing under the data and information thing. Okay, so then let's jump into the document. Okay, so guys, I will show you guys how to exactly read and understand this document. Okay, so hold on, just need to sit on a side, and let me change the screen. Need to adjust this a bit more. Where is this guy? Yeah, motion, virtual camera, switch to scene 2. Okay, so perfect. චුට්ටක් පොඩි වැඩිනේ. චුට්ටක් ලොකු කරන්න. හරි. Okay. I think now it's good. Okay, super. So next part. Now we jump into the idea behind. So we jump into discuss about the assessment. Okay, so this is what you guys need to keep in mind when you are trying to start the paper. Okay, so you get technically you get 2 papers. Okay, so first paper is the principles of computer science. That is that will basically take you 2 hours to get the paper done. Huh? And then this is a pen and paper question, and you get up to 50 to 80 marks on this. Okay, and then we have the paper 2, which is the practical paper, where it's basically talking about application of computational thinking. This is also a pen and paper type of a paper where you get to write answers as well, but this will be mainly focused on working on a computer. Okay, so so when it comes to the strategizing part, obviously you get the paper 1. So in the paper 1 you get 6 units, as we went through. So you get all these type of questions, multiple choice, short open and extended open, plus you will get one longer question depending on different types of a discussion. Okay, so I think you might have not done any papers as of yet, right? Not yet, right? Okay, perfect. So that will be the structure, and the paper 2 will be the practical paper, which will actually not from topic 1 and 2, that would be from topic 6. And then it will be mostly into the databases and the websites. Okay, so the strategizing part is basically the same thing. I will jump into the main point and will show you how to find these papers. Okay, so primarily we need to go through the method of finding the papers exactly. Okay, so how you do this is you can actually take a browser and search for Edexcel IGSCE ICT. Okay, now when you go into the page, you should be inside this particular page. Okay, so information and communication technology 2017, and just please make sure that you are in the correct page with the correct module. Okay, now you guys have some interesting stuff in this page, so I will share this on the WhatsApp group as well, just for the sake of reference. Let me send it right now itself, then it's easier. Yeah, I just sent it right now itself on the WhatsApp group. So how it works is, when you go down onto your right hand side, we do have this thing called course materials. Okay, so these course materials, they provide you some valuable links about how to about some documents that you can download. Okay, now I will take you through each and every link so that you can understand why we have these links. Okay, so I'm in link number 1, and here this is about specification and sample assessments. Okay, now here we do have something called a specification. I know this is a bit complex for you guys, because this specification is actually created for tutors or teachers to basically go through it and understand what are the main topics. But I recommend you guys to just to go through this, okay, and see the topics which has to be covered. Okay, because end of the day, the paper is built or created based on this particular specification. So whatever which is mentioned here will be questioned at a certain point. Okay, I hope you guys got the point. Shiv, okay, right? Okay, super. Then specification is number 1. Okay, I can send this on the WhatsApp chat as well. Let me send that. Okay, so that is the specification. Number 2 is, you have some sample assessment materials, some sample papers, but we will go through this anyway later on, so we can just keep it for the moment. Then I'll go back. Okay, now let's jump into the second most important thing, which is teaching and learning materials. Okay, now yes, this goes on both ways for teachers and learners. Now here you can actually see the plan. Okay, so see, this is the lesson plan. Now Edexcel වල, not like our local syllabus, no. Edexcel is particularly structured in a way, and they basically give us all the guidelines which we need to follow when we are teaching it, right? So that's why we call it the lesson plan, right? Okay, so here when you go into the lesson plan, you can actually see how the okay, it's downloading. So let's say it's downloaded. It's opening. Let it open. Download now. Hold on. Let me see the lesson plan. Don't get confused, guys. I'm just showing you guys the exact flow which is being told to, which is being given to the teachers to follow. Okay, so here, so this is the lesson plan, and here also, if you read this, you can get an idea about how the lesson will go. Right? So example is this one. See, so in the main lesson, so this is for which one? This is for lesson plan 1. So in the main lessons, they say, see, they have to split the students into groups, and we have to talk about these methods like passwords, biometrics, captcha, and so on and so forth. Right? I hope you guys got the point, right? So this is how we should teach. Now read this. May make a key teachers la loku part da, but remember to read this, because that will basically help you. And then we have the example material, where you have some example papers, as well as skills for learning and work. Okay, so here this one will actually show you a certain set of skills which is required for you to map. Okay, I know make simple lage pevunada, but they have given you a complete structure. So you can actually follow the structure, and then if you follow it, then that would basically tell you what are the exact points. So this is also one important thing. I will send this, where it has a certain set of details about how things work. Okay, now I'm not going to go in depth of this again, so that's it. And then yeah, then that's good. So I'm going to go back now. The last most important thing, exam materials. So guys, always you don't need to go all around the place trying to look for exam materials, because everything is literally available in the website itself. Okay, now when you go here, you can easily see we have papers starting from 2019. Okay, so see, so we have papers starting from 2019 June, and the last year paper, 2024 paper, you can see that is locked for the moment. So the latest paper is usually it's locked. Okay, so you can download the 2023 paper, and this year when the exam happens in May, you will get the chance to download this one as well. Okay, so I'll just take you guys through a paper, and we'll just talk about couple of questions. Okay, so I'm going to take the 2023 paper. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you questions. I'm going to show you how the paper is structured. Okay, so this is how the paper will look like. Okay, so here for this one, the paper code is, remember the paper code is this one, and then for IT 1-01, and then you have the time, which is 1.5 hours, and as it says, this is a written paper. So this is the paper one. Okay, there are certain set of guidelines which you have to follow. Use a black ink or ballpoint pen. You have to fill in the blanks, and you have to answer all questions. Now we jump into the paper. Okay, so see, these questions are actually straightforward. Okay, so just think now. Just check this one. So Gail works at a concert venue, and the staff at the venue use ICT for work. Okay, yes, so ICT, they use a computer and they use headsets and all. So obviously ICT කියන්නේ ඕක තමයි. Now they are asking simple questions. See, the concert venue uses an online booking system. We talk about the online environments and all. So the system uses software and hardware. Which one of these is the best type of software to use to manage online bookings? How simple is it? Online booking account, you use a database, right? You can use a database and that's done. That's it. Right? Likewise, these questions are actually real straightforward, but you just need to know the keywords and the concepts. So when we go through the documents, I will obviously give you guys these particular keywords which you have to keep in mind. And example, if you take this one, explain one benefit to customers of using an online booking system.
Can you show the long question? 6 marks.
Yes, yeah. So you get that type of questions, and then you get long questions like this. So this one is a long question where you have to write up to 2 answers. So see, still we are going on the same question. Gail uses wired connection. Explain 2 benefits of using a wired connection. These type of questions, Ethan, just be careful. I explained this in the computer class as well. So now see, you get 4 lines to 4 lines. Lines are so that means you should not write any answer in 1 line. Right? You have to make sure that you split it up into 2 parts and you answer it in a particular manner, which the answer should be clear. Right? So you have to be careful on that. And then yes, we have 4. Give me 1 second. I'll go down. So in this paper, what's the longest question? Yeah, we do have another 4 question, 2, and yeah, these are the long questions. See, so the concert venue uses CCTV. discuss the legal and ethical implications of the use of digital technologies to monitor an individual's movements. So this has to contain some points because this question gives you 8 marks first of all, and Api let's check what is this number. This is question number B. So yeah, so guys, you do have the marking scheme as well. So here, this is the question paper, no? So when you click on this, you can actually see the marking scheme. So let's just check what's the answer like. So since it's a long question, it should ideally have a long answer, ne? B, C, yeah, C. So indicative content. So here, guys, what they say is, now they basically ask you to now this is the paper marking guideline. I think I'm on the correct answer. Yeah, I'm on the correct answer. 4D. Yes, yeah. So here, these are the points which will give me 1 second. I'm on the oops, sorry. Oh yeah, it's a correct point. Yeah, I was a bit confused. Okay, yeah. So now these are the points we have to follow, right? But then again, if you write those points, you are not going to get the full marks. You have to write it in a way where you put it into a paragraph. පොඩ්ඩක් ලස්සනට දාලා you have to පොඩ්ඩක් අපි සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ වචන රස කරලා ලියන්න ඕනේ. You have to write it in a way where the person who is going to read it should understand, but at the same time, these points has to be covered. So provides legal grounds if need to prove damage or misuse, places legal responsibility on the venue. So again, the question is, concert venue uses CCTV. So discuss the legal and ethical implications of the use of digital technologies to monitor someone's movement. So policies will be may be required for staff, customers, training, data management, possible fines, legal actions. Video record all those things are there, activities are there, and then ethical implications. Trust, because now let's say if I'm going to a place and if that place has couple of CCTV cameras, okay, think if I'm a big shot like a popular celebrity and I don't want to show my face, but I really want to go to that concert. Can't do it, right? Either I'll have to make some like wear some makeup and hide myself and go. Otherwise, technically, it's not going to work out for me, right? So those type of things are there. So we need to learn the keywords. Okay, clear any questions? All good? Okay. So guys, please do follow these. I'll put this on the chat as well. So yep, I just sent that on the chat also. So you can find it and see. So I'm not pushing you guys to go through the papers right now itself, but if you do that, then you will feel that these papers are quite easy and you will understand what are the points we need to cover up. So when we jump directly into the theory, I will basically take you guys on par, like parallelly with the papers as well, so that we can cross check and see. Okay, enough that stuff. Then we jump into the second paper. So this is where things get a little bit complex. Okay, don't get scared. I know, like hard paper like Amaru and Norway, but then again, this paper takes a little bit of time. So it goes for 3 hours, number one, and then this is how it works. So here again, you have to answer all the questions, and also at the same time, you will be getting a set of files. Okay, when data files, evidence, witness, web pages, payments, left, leaflet content and images will be inside your PC. So when you go to the examination location, in that whatever the PC you are going to get, a PC එකේ folder එකක මේ files ටික තියෙයි. Okay, you will have these files in a folder. Then from there you can basically access it and start working on the paper. So let's jump into the paper and see. So this is how it works. So you have to particularly read the instructions. මේකේ මේ instructions තමයි හරිම complicated. හරි. මොකද මේ it's easy but you have to understand the instructions properly, then it's just a walk in a park. So this paper consists of 2 sections. Each section contains several tasks. Okay, you have to work through the tasks in order. Madding pine bear, so because that is structured in order, so you have to go through it one by one. Okay, so then this table shows the major software used, the marks are available, and the data files needed for each section. So we have 2 sections. You get total of 100 marks. Section 1 or section A, you need to use graphics, web database and web authoring softwares, and you get 50 marks, and these are the files you need to use. Right? Then the second is spreadsheets and word processing. Again you get 50 marks, and these are the files you need to use. Okay, so Dina, now you get the idea why your school is jumping directly to the 6th module.
Yes.
Make a marks kelimma, so if you do that properly you can completely score the second paper. So the first paper is entirely comprised of all the 1 to 5 modules, and then it goes to the last. Okay, so then you get a scenario. Scenario, it's kind of like a tricky scenario. You have to understand it and properly understand what this is. Right? So you get a scenario, and in the scenario, then it basically gives you a certain set of tasks. So here, Clara needs a logo to be used on some of the company's documents, task A. And task, also that's the task 1. So task 1A is to create the logo. Okay, so you have to create a logo. The logo must be a simple drawing that is fit for purpose and combines lines and colors, represent fitness. The fitness case again, and it includes this EWF on the logo. So EWF means evolving with fitness. Now, okay, let me ask you a question. What is fit for purpose? Have you ever heard about that term? Ethan, any idea?
What's the fit? What?
Fit for purpose. Have you heard about the point? What about Dina? Have you heard about the word called fit for purpose?
Next.
Hari, what about Lituli? Any suggestions?
None.
No. Okay, let me ask you this in a different way. Hari. Now, let's say you have a Toyota Hilux, a 4-wheel drive with big wheels and all, and you have a Benz C200, a full luxury car, and let's say Lituli is living in Lituli is going on a trip to Yala. Which vehicle would you choose?
Toyota.
Obviously the Toyota, right? Obviously you will go on the 4-wheel drive, right? But if you get to, if you are just going to, let's say, Colombo City Centre or going to Golf Face, then you can easily go on your Benz, right? So, fit for purpose. Hari, අපි ඔක තව ටිකක් විදිහට හදමුකෝ. දැන් wedding එකක් තියෙනවා කියමුකෝ. Okay, so now you have a wedding, and which vehicle would you choose to go for the wedding? Obviously the Benz. So. And Yala, obviously you would be using the 4-wheel drive. So that's the idea behind fit for purpose. So whatever the process you're going to do, or whatever the thing you're going to use, it should fit for that particular purpose. Got the idea? So in this case, that's a keyword. මම ඒකයි කිව්වේ මේක හරි tricky කියලා. You have to read and understand these keywords. Now this fit for purpose, the keyword as it says, now this is a fitness, this thing, fitness company. When you go for doc, you can see this is a fitness company. So that means this logo should fit for a fitness company. දැන් ඕකට හිතන්න ඕකට ලස්සන මේ ඕකට නිකන් හිතන්න අපි හොඳ ඩෝනට් එකක් දැම්ම කියමු. ඩෝනට් එකනේ පිට්සා එකක් දාලා ලොගෝ එකක් හැදුවා කියමු. මල මගුලයි fitness company එකට පිට්සා ලොගෝ එකක් හදන්න බෑනේ. Right? So that means that logo should go with that particular this thing. Right? Okay. So then likewise you get a set of tasks. So this is quite easy. Make harima lazy. The only from my personal point of view, this graphical part is just walk in a park for you guys. That's easily can do. The only complex thing is this database thing. So the database part, this actually jumps into a certain set of data types. Now here, since we are talking about a fitness class, so we do have certain set of data which is related to the fitness class. So see, we have a class ID. So when we go through this, I will basically tell you guys how to identify models and how to identify these data types. Now all of these are given to you, okay? Then you have to open this database file called fitness. After that, in the database file, you have to perform this certain set of tasks. And then once it's done, you have to save it and you have to go through a specific flow. Okay? So that's what is required to be done in the second paper. Okay? So that is the database part, and then we have one more thing. So once the database is done, then the task 3 is about the web page. So the web page, it basically gives you a page and you have to follow this particular design. So we will be doing some web development as well, right? So okay, so have you guys done any web development as of yet? Mukut, any HTML web designings? You have? No. Yes, the no. No. Okay. Perfect. So super. So we will be doing some HTML as well, but it's not going to be like extremely high end, but we will use some classes and we will try some HTML development. And then and then task B is basically the spreadsheet. This is where Excel comes in. So we do have few questions based on Excel. And we need to come up with building some formulas. This is also just a walk in a park. All I say is you guys need to practice. That's it. And also make a keyword තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක තමයි එකම දේ. So you just need to find out the keywords, and then if you go through it, you're good to go. Okay? Super. Any questions? මොකද හිතන්නේ? Okay, nice, super. So I will, and okay, and so then let me take you guys into the book. So I assume you guys are following the same book. This is the book you guys are using now. This is the same book, right? Yeah, same one, right? Literally, you're using the same book, right?
It's same, but some parts are different.
Is it? Okay. Which the units are correct, is it?
Yes.
Digital devices connectivity. Okay.
Yeah, the chapters are different.
Chapters are different. Can you show me the front of the book?
It has a cover.
Okay. Just show me this page, the second page. Is it the same thing? Ah, it's the same thing, ne? Peter Bell.
Yeah,
Ah,
but
hold on. Um, just trying to find the. Can you tell me what is exactly different? Then I can actually find out. The units are different, is it?
some chapters are not there.
Which ones? I'm just trying to find out what's the difference.
Can you show unit 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, sure.
Some are not like some.
Okay, yeah. But the primary topics are the same, right? Connectivity and operating online. Okay. Good that you said that. Let me check with the version I have, because if I'm having a older version, then I can obviously find the latest one. So um nice. Okay. Anyway, okay, let's check this. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I will obviously check the book, and if you can, I'll highly appreciate if you can actually send me a. If you can just take a picture on WhatsApp and send it to me, just to just your set of topics what you have. Okay, then I can actually check it and see. Okay, so just to go through this book, so the resource book is actually the same. Okay, now give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay. So the book structure is almost the same when it comes to the versions. Okay, so here you guys actually need to learn how to read this book. Now, most of the time in this book, you will have a certain set of structures. Okay, so here you can see now when it comes to this book, you will have a certain set of points highlighted. So in this case, we have the learning objectives. Okay, so the learning objectives are the ones which is actually required by which is defined by the Cambridge, the Edexcel syllabus itself, PSM syllabus itself, where it will it just ask you to make sure that once you go through this chapter, these are the points you need to learn. Okay, or these are the point objectives at the end of the chapter you should have learned. Okay, and I highly suggest you guys keep some sort of a marker or an highlighter where these vocabularies, okay, so these vocabulary blocks, they are really, really important, because as I just showed you in the paper, okay, so when you go through the paper, that particular terms are the ones which you get the marks for, right? In the second paper, the one I showed you guys, are local question එකේ අර පොඩි පොඩි terms ටිකක් තිබුණේ. So those are the vocabulary terms. So that is what you get marks for. So this is really important when it comes to the book. Okay, and then you have another 3 main points highlighted in orange color, which is the key points. Okay, මේ key points ටික තමයි summarize කරලා questions වල ගොඩක් වෙලාවට එන්නේ, because these key points have a certain summary about what that section explained. Okay, and then we have a general vocabulary box. Here also it shows you a certain set of details, but this is kind of like a general definition, like an overall definition. And then we have the activities area, which will basically help you to understand. Sorry. Yeah. And you have the activities area, which is which basically gives you a certain set of activities which you can follow. Okay, so when maker, I'm not sure whether your school does it, but please, what I say is, please do spend some time, because getting something like this is actually quite doing this will gain you a lot of background knowledge. Then we jump into the next part, where hints. Maybe hints are very important. You get this type set of hints, right? So these hint boxes actually gives you some tips and tricks on what to remember in your examination. මෙන්න මේකේ තියෙනවා මේ පොඩි keywords ටික. So these keywords also really important, because as you guys saw in the examination paper, it's all talking about theoretical stuff, right? So here it will basically give you these hints. And then chapter questions. So these are just basically to check your knowledge. And you have the skills tag, which will basically tell which skills you are practicing with each question. We make it in a skill set. So it basically expects you to have a certain skill set, and it basically evaluates a certain skill sets about you. So here, this is the one which is focusing on that. Okay, then assessment overview. Now this is what we just went through. So you can see we have a percentage of 50%, and you get the mark, and 1 hour 30 minutes. And again, this is going to be 50%. You get 100 marks and 3 hours, and this is based on the practical module. Okay, and then yeah. So, and then this is the next point. So here it says, yeah, this is what I just explained. Perfect. Okay, so that's a recap of what we are going to learn about. Okay, so now now once we start this, I will be basically going through. I'll be using this particular book, and we'll focus on each and every topic, and let's see how we can follow this up. And guys, the way I teach is, I don't basically ask you to write huge paragraphs. What I want you to write is only the key points. Okay, because as I explained before as well, Edexcel is Edexcel ICT, not the other subjects. Don't get this wrong. Edexcel ICT is all about learning the key points and learning the way you need to write the answers. Okay, so there is no point of writing huge paragraphs in your books over and over, because when you go to the exam, you are not going to write the same answer, right? So the exam always puts you on a specific case study, like as the one we just went through, and it asks specific questions. So I think you guys have experience, right? Have you all did Inspire Computing before, or you all jumped directly into IGSCE? Dina?
We didn't do it, we just came to IGCs.
So so you did local syllabus for grade 9?
No sir, up to grade 8 local syllabus.
You did up to grade 8. Okay, so you are coming from local syllabus directly to get this one. Okay, perfect. Little, what about you? Yeah, are you coming from the local syllabus as well?
No.
You did Inspire Computing.
No.
Okay, what did you did for grade 8?
ICT.
Is it, what's the workbook? Is it the keyboard?
No, like we done ICT and for grade 8.
Okay, that means you did the local syllabus ICT.
No.
Ah, okay. මොකක්ද පොලි subject එක ICT එක? So in Edexcel we have two different subjects. We have the uh, keyboard and we have the official workbook called Inspire Computing. So I think you might have done something else.
Both in one book.
You did one book.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, I know about Ethan already, so he was there in the other class now. So all good. Okay, so yeah, so now when it comes to the keywords and the key points, I would be basically going through this, and I know my what I thought was my how I planned this was we'll go through one unit, and I know these are like typically going to be theory units, so we'll be talking a lot about basic stuff and computers, hardwares, and single board computers and stuff. I will show you guys some hardware. I do have some hardware with me also, and then once we finish one particular topic, what I want to do is I want to jump out, and I want to basically do one module from unit 6. So we'll mix up the practical and the theory together, so then it will be kind of interesting. Otherwise doing only doing only theory for the whole for a long time won't be interesting, no? So that's the plan. Okay, so far that's about it. I was going to wrap up the class. So I'm going to wrap up the class for today. So any questions so far? I hope you guys got a clear understanding what you got yourself into. Right. So any questions? Ethan, if you have any questions.
So we will be starting from the first unit, right?
Yeah, I will start from the first unit. Ethan, it's like this. This is basically talking about almost basic computing. Okay, so it doesn't take time. It won't take a long time. It's just a matter of going through the keywords, and we'll cover up the main points, and that's it. Okay, so it will be something like a nice story for you guys. So all you need to do is just listen and get the get the notes down, and that's it. And then once we complete unit 1, let's do one part from unit 6. Okay, so when I say one part, what I say is something like this. So when we jump to go jump unit 6. Okay, so here the unit 6 is actually divided into 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 parts, right? So what I thought was we'll do unit 1, and we'll jump into one of these points. So likewise, it's interesting, and we switch theory and software, or theory and practical. We make a very simple file management. We just talk about how to save a file, කොහෙද save කරන්නේ, how to securing a file, how to put a password to a file. And then we talk about different file types, the file names, and creating folders. Now don't say you guys don't know how to create a folder. You know how to create a folder, no? You are on mute. Nah. Ethan, you try to say something.
When are we doing paper classes?
Paper classes, I am not, so I'm not going to do any paper classes for you guys right now itself, because we need to complete at least about 2 modules. After that, we'll start the revision class. So, I'm not, so basically, I'm not recommending you guys to start with paper classes as of yet, because may theory ටික ඉස්සලා cover කරලා ඉන්න. Cover up the theory part, and then papers are quite straightforward. It's easy. So then once we cover up the base of the theory, then we can easily jump into the paper classes, and we can get through it. So you guys are getting your exams on May, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so for that, please do let me know the units. If you know what are the units which you are going to get questions from, let me know. So we'll do a exam preparation for that. Ekala easy. I mean, let me know the units which is covered at your school, which has been covered by your school teacher. So then the exam questions will be based on that, no? So the paper is actually created by the school itself. And also I will give you guys one more support, because I do have access to paper builders. So I can generate as much as papers as I want based on specific topics. So custom topics, I can generate random papers. So I'll give you guys multiple papers so that y'all can go through it and practice. So that would be the end goal, and then we can get some topical stuff done. Super. Okay, so I know it's a bit early, but let's wrap it up for today. I hope you guys got a clear understanding and view. Dinal, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, I hope you're okay with this type of lectures. Make a shape the background.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Literally, I hope you're also okay with the type of delivery.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright, okay, super. So yeah, so let's catch you guys next week. And Ethan, if you have time, join the CS class as well. May මාසෙන්න ඕමම අපි පටන් ගත්තේ කොහොමද යා? It won't be it like, okay, so we'll be jumping into the programming part, no? So the programming part will not be covered on ICT, but that is there on computer science. So you get a chance to learn that as well. You can join the class, no worries. Okay, perfect. Okay then, see you guys next week. The video will be on YouTube, and perfect.
Okay, sir.
See you.
Thank you, sir.
See you. Good night.
Thank you,
See
sir.
you. Good night. Bye.